this Spence Crawford that we look like we're not getting it. Hey man, shout out to my boy over at Naeem Lynn with Kevin Hart. Hey, he's a big fan of Terence Crawford. So he ran into Terence, and he's a huge, like, Shawn, he loves Terence. Like, if that was his idol he could meet, it was Terence Crawford. So obviously Kevin Hart set that up, and he met Terence, and so he's trying to figure out what you're gonna say to somebody, your idol, and somebody you really like to meet. Hey, that's crazy. Hey, so he meets him backstage, right, Shawn? And he's trying to think of something to say. He's like, "Hey, so I guess the Crawford Spence fight ain't happening this year. Who the fuck told you that? Crawford. Don't start him. He went to 20 on him immediately. See, he's like, it's people like you that always think you know something about boxing. Man, you don't know nothing about boxing. Hey, Terence went off on him.
Dang.
And he was like, that was his moment. Like, he's a big Crawford fan, and he was all about meeting him. But, don't look like he might be getting that fight this year, man. It's not looking good. I know, Terence, you see this, they probably text me and go off on me too, but, it is what it is. It's not looking good. But, Shawn, you've been there. Shane, you've been there. There's more to it than we just making this fight. No, Terence is not running from Earl. No, Earl's not running from Terence. Go ahead, Shane.
I don't think either guy's. At the end of the day, even when they decide that they want to fight, you got to understand that now the promoters, networks have to figure out the perfect day to do this fight. You can't compete against other sports. Can't compete against NFL, NBA, college football. You know what I mean? You don't want to do that big fight at the same time as another sporting event. It ain't even got to be a big sporting event. Some sports out there just overshadow boxing. Well, every sport, a majority of the sports overshadow boxing. And so you just have to pick the perfect time, the right moment to make that fight happen. So, I think that while those guys are still negotiating and still trying to figure everything out, and as far as we know, they may already have everything figured out, and we're just waiting now for them to decide on what that perfect date is. I saw that November 19th was announced, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna front. I didn't jump up. I didn't shoot out no text messages. Hey man, good luck. Looking forward to it. To nobody, nothing like that. Quiet as it's kept. I felt like that might not be the date, and it's turning out to be that way now. So what I want to do is just encourage everybody to stay patient. Mm-hmm. Patience is a virtue. And it's one of those things that we really don't have control of. We can't control how long we should wait for something or when something's going to jump off. So the best thing we can do is, collectively just be patient, be optimistic, and look forward to when that fight does happen. And I've gone on record for saying this once, and I'll say it again and again and again. I think that for both of these gentlemen, the next fight for Terence is Errol. The next fight for Errol is Terence. I don't see those guys moving into another weight class or taking on another fighter opposed to fighting one another. I just think that the timing is too right. It's too now. And no matter how long it takes for them to come to an agreement, how long it takes for the networks and promoters and everything to line up, it's going to line up. If I had to guess, I'd say it's going to line up in January. And that's me not even looking at the calendar. That's me just kind of going based off of my feelings. I think that that's when it happens. And I think that now, if anything, we have people talking about something, and that's what needs to happen. If this fight doesn't happen until, let's say hypothetically it happens to March, why should we wait until February to start talking about this fight? Why should we wait until the end of January to start promoting this fight? That's not what you do with this fight. What you do with this fight is exactly what we're doing today. Let's talk about it. Keep talking about it. Keep everybody hyped. Keep everybody excited. The difference is it's going to come. It would be different if this fight wasn't coming and we're keeping everybody hyped about nothing. It's going to come. It's just taking time, So I think the best thing to do is just keep talking about it.
And, with this fight, I always say, like, somebody's like, well, you don't think it can happen? I was like, this was 2 weeks ago. I was like, yes, possibly it can happen. But I want them to get the whole build up. I want to go on a 3-city tour, kind of like your dad and Floyd did. They hit 3 of the major cities. I want all this because at the end of the day, it's people that don't know boxing that's missing a hell of a fight. This is one of those fights that can help boxing big time, man. We need to do the ESPNs, the Fox. We need to do Florida, Miami.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's
You
not
got
your
it.
fault.
You got it.
Hey,
That's why your passport don't work. That's
got it.
That right there is why you ain't got no
We need to do
passport.
Miami, New York, LA, Vegas, but it just needs to be promoted right. Boxing, hey, Sean, come on, man. Stay professional at all times, okay? Stay professional at all times, okay? But now, at the end of the day, this is a big moment for boxing and can help out boxing big time. Just don't mess this up.